OnePlus is launching the 9RT in India, and I have with me the phone right now. Let's quickly unbox it, take a look at some of its features and specifications, and some interesting things that the phone offers. So, as far as the packaging is concerned, you've seen this box from OnePlus in the past, and with respect to the design, you have the 9RT logo here. And you also have the OnePlus 9RT written over here, and you do have some information about the device on the back of the phone. The good thing is that you do have SAR information on the back of the phone, as well as some other specific information. So being a large box, they're able to utilize a lot of the space in the back. Let's quickly pop this open. So very satisfying pop over there. So on the top, you do have some additional documents here, a welcome thingy, with Sudoku, I believe. Yeah. Play Sudoku, click this. You also have the SIM ejector tool. You have a quick start guide. You have some safety information over here. And then you also have the red cable club, and then some OnePlus stickers, because those are still in fashion. And let's look at the device itself. We've already actually set a device up. If it's this one, I'm not sure. Is it this one? I'm sure this is this one. Is it this one? I don't know. So we'll put the phone to the side for the time being. So you do get a cover inside the box as well, which is really nice. What you usually get is a clear case. This time around, you're getting like a silicone case with a shiny inside. So this appears to be more TPU and less silicone. So it's the similar material that we've seen in the past, but this time around it's in this black color. You still have this Never Settle branding over here. I wish that they would give covers that didn't have this in the box, but this is, I think, a part of their strategy to get you to buy additional covers that don't have that branding on it, if you are bothered by the branding, that is. You also get the charging cable inside the box, typical OnePlus charging cable, and then you also have the 65-watt warp charger. This actually will charge your phone from 0 to 100% in less than half an hour. How much less than half an hour? 1 minute less than half an hour. So the claim is 29 minutes, and this plastic is really on there. So yeah, a shiny, nice 65-watt charging brick is in the box, and that's basically everything inside the box of the phone. And I'm gonna yeet the box out of the frame. Okay. Let's look at the phone. So powering it on, we have this color over here. It's the black color. It's also available in a silver. This one's called the Hacker Black, which is strange. And the silver one, I believe, is called the Nano Silver. I'm not too sure of that, but there's some name for that as well. So this one I like. It kind of reminds you of the sandstone finish that OnePlus devices used to come with, except it only looks like that. It's actually very slippery, so it doesn't give you that additional grip. In fact, this matte finish also makes it so that your fingerprints are not visible on the back of the phone, which is definitely a nice feature, but the phone is definitely less grippy, so it is going to be extremely slippery. So keep that in mind, and hence use the included case if you have butterfingers like me. On the back, you can also see that there is no Hasselblad branding this time around, so the cameras are not tuned by Hasselblad, but there are some interesting features that the cameras offer that we're definitely going to look at. So you'll have the latest version of Oxygen OS 11 on this, and Oxygen OS 12 is also promised for the phone, but according to OnePlus, it's still under development and it will be shipped out once it's ready. This phone has been manufactured by Oppo. It has been apparent for many years, and it also says it on the box for many years as well. This one is no different. This is now officially an Oppo device with the OnePlus branding. So on the front, you also have a 6.62-inch display. Now this is a Samsung-made OLED panel, which has really nice brightness. You have all the stuff that Samsung puts in their displays. You also get really good colors and contrast and all of those things. But it is a 120 Hz display, which is impressive. But the touch response natively is supposed to be 300 Hz. But what OnePlus has done is tweaked the touch sampling IC, or the chip that controls the touch sampling rate, and sort of overclocked it to give you 600 Hz of touch sampling. Now they've done this with a certain tweaks around the IC, which means that the IC is sort of running at its peak performance, which also means that there is a possibility that this IC fails more than usual, but that only time will tell if the touch sampling rate is worth it. Do you really need 600 hertz of touch sampling rate? Well, they're sort of pushing this towards gaming, and because of that, they also have triple antennas in here. So they're calling them e-gaming antennas, but they supposedly improve Wi-Fi reception and give you better Wi-Fi while gaming. Because when you're holding your phone like this, you tend to sort of block out the Wi-Fi. So with these triple antennas, you're going to have better Wi-Fi reception on your device. So coming back to the specifications, you still have the Qualcomm Snapdragon 888. So the chip is slightly dated. It's not the latest because Series 8 Gen 1 is the latest chip. You're not getting that in the 9RT. You're going to get it in the 10, but you're not getting it in the 9RT, which is launching in 2022. So it's still 2021's flagship chip, which is good. Now with that hardware, you also get impressive performance from the device. And with the tri-antenna system, you will also get some good gaming performance. Here's a look at benchmarks and some gaming samples for you. And overall performance from the phone is pretty good, and Oxygen OS remains smooth for the time being until it transitions over to something else. For the time being, Oxygen OS is working well. We're still on Oxygen OS 11. And then you also get 8GB of RAM or 12GB of RAM, and you get them paired with 128 or 256GB of storage. There are no expansion options on OnePlus devices, and that continues to remain the same. For the 5G chip, you do have the X60 5G modem from Qualcomm. This supports a very number of bands, and when 5G does launch in India, they should have no issues connecting to that. And even if some bands are locked, the modem does support mostly all bands, so those can be unlocked at a later stage if Indian frequencies are finalized and sort of pushed out. We already mentioned that the phone charges from 0 to 100 in 29 minutes. The battery is a 4500 mAh battery. 29 minutes to a full charge is a pretty decent time, but it's not as fast as some of the other phones that are now launching with a 0 to 100 in about 15 minutes, and those offer 120 watts of wired charging. Let's talk about the cameras. On the back, you don't have a Hasselblad tuned camera this time around, but you do have a 50 megapixel sensor. This is an IMX766 sensor. Apart from the 50 megapixel size, OnePlus is applying a lot of AI-based super sampling. So they're saying that the images are in a better resolution than some of the 108 megapixel cameras that you get on phones nowadays. But we've taken some samples and they look pretty impressive from the camera. Here's a look at some of the samples. Also, the camera can do 4K video at 60 frames per second and 1080p video at 60 frames per second natively. You can go into super slow-mo and do super slow-mo in up to 480 FPS. The rest of the cameras are pretty standard. You get a 16 megapixel ultra wide camera and that annoying 2 megapixel macro camera that nobody uses, and I don't know why companies continue to put them on the phones, but you still have that here. You have a dual LED flash. On the front of the phone, you do have a 16 megapixel front facing camera. This is sort of staggered, so when you're clicking selfies, you want to look at the camera versus look at the phone screen, because then it looks like somebody else has taken your selfie, which looks a little weird. They've done some customization to make it look a little more natural, but I would recommend that you look at the camera when you're taking the picture. Apart from that, the phone is pretty much in terms of capability with some of the phones that we've seen in the past. We also have OnePlus's new buds coming in. We'll have a video for those out for you shortly. So that's a quick look at the new OnePlus 9RT. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to smash the like button, hit the subscribe button if you're not already a part of Team iGyan. We have a bunch of giveaways going on, and we'll be giving away a OnePlus 9RT to one of you guys as well. So make sure to read the information in the description below. Go check out our previous giveaway and then take part in this giveaway as well. This has been Bharat. I'll see you guys in the next one.